Hello, this is Elliot. Welcome to episode 5 of the Japfest Podcast.
Hello, I'm Paul, and we're going to be talking about today the best car movies.
So, obviously, car movies have been about forever. What is your personal favourite?
Just thinking there, the Sweeney.
Yeah, the Sweeney?
I know you have said to me in the past it's a bit shit, but
Not my
what can you
favourite.
say?
Not my personal favourite.
Two very different cars.
So much to choose from. Personally, I would say probably Rush, but that's F1 cars. More consumer-related, maybe, I don't know, Gone in 60 Seconds, old Mustangs.
I thought Rush was very good.
Rush is very good. Based on true story.
Based on true story. I mean, talk to the audience about Rush for a bit, Elliot, and tell them about what, because a lot of people haven't seen it, and I think it's a fantastic story in terms of the storyline.
Well, it's a true story, as I mentioned. Obviously, about the intensity of the relationship between James Hunt and Niki Lauda in the earlier days of F1. Obviously, an intense rivalry. Niki Lauda, the Austrian Formula One racer, versus James Hunt, the infamous playboy English Formula One driver. He was a playboy. He was a womanizer. He was an alcoholic.
Some would say he shagged 5,000 birds.
Some would say, but Niki Lauda, complete opposite, polar opposite. Very calculated, very
businessman-like.
Indeed, very reserved. Polar opposites, and obviously they hated each other on the track. Two different styles, but with similar results. And that's what stimulated the rivalry between them.
I agree.
In that season of F1.
As you said, what kept him motivated when he was in a hospital bed
was
James Hunt, and he was his rival. And I think that's a very interesting point. They hated
Spoilers,
each other.
But if you've not seen
if you haven't seen
the
it,
film, you need to
turn
watch
off.
it.
Turn off now.
But
he was fantastic, and at the end of the day, like, they hated each other. But what kept him alive was the
rivalry
and
human competition, male to male, alpha male aggression.
Yeah,
racing,
and,
competing. Linking on from Rush, obviously we have the modern Formula One series, which many of you, I'm sure, stay up to date with. But what do you have to say about the current series?
Many of you are familiar with it, but it's Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
Series 3 now.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't like watching Formula One because it is shit. And
we all know who's going to win.
We know who's going to win.
We know who's going to win.
Who's going to win.
And obviously one season behind the current events. But Lewis Hamilton, obviously the undisputed, well, some dispute, the best racing driver of Formula One history. Most points of any driver ever.
I mean, it's disputable, isn't it? I mean, Niki Lauda, Ferrari.
A lot of good drivers over the years.
He did take on
Senna.
He did take on Hamilton, and within his Formula One days, he really helped him out a lot. And I think that pulled him a long way in terms of his career. And
helped him achieve the heights he has.
Yeah, exactly. They talk about that in Drive
But Mercedes technology, untouchable. The DAS system. Crazy, isn't it? It's literally untouchable. The fact that they can change the camber of the wheels mid race is a technology that no one else has access to, and that is possibly the reason why they edged such a lead in the last series of Formula One.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the money in terms of Formula One has set these different boundaries. And
you say that. Obviously, the new spending cap is going to make things interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe bring up some slack for the slightly less
budget constricted.
That's the word. I was going to say well endowed.
Yeah, I agree.
The word.
I mean, I agree. It'll be interesting to see next season. But
see when are they bringing money?
When are they bringing it in, though, Elliot?
Well, I think it is in action as of the current series.
Okay. Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled. There's due to be a big shake-up in the current Formula One.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, think everyone needs to just watch Drive to Survive.
Drive to Survive, yeah. Drive to Survive and Rush. If you've not watched it, check it out.
Keep yourself updated.
And once again, submit your best car films. Comment them below, like, subscribe, check out JDM website, and follow our podcast. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.